Don't run ads.
Don't run ads.
Don't waste your time on ads. Don't run ads. This is why you shouldn't be running ads for your business.
Frick this shit. Don't run ads. Of course you should be running ads. I mean, that's exactly how we've generated more than $500,000 on Meta for our clients. It's not organic versus paid, it's organic and paid. They are accelerators. They accelerate each other's growth. So especially if you're running a lot of content on Instagram, that's exactly when you want to run ads. You don't need 100K followers or 10K followers to start running ads. You can start while you're still building your organic reach. Look, I've scaled one of our clients from 0 to 120K a month with literally 600 followers on Instagram and 200 followers on YouTube. On the other hand, I've partnered with creators who had more than 200,000 followers and we saw worse results. Followers don't determine your success when running ads. Your content paid strategy does. I'm Simon, and in this video I will show you how to build a content paid flywheel that helps you grow your audience and simultaneously scale your revenue. Yeah, the first thing that you need to understand when it comes to running ads is how your funnel actually works. So when this is your funnel, okay, and you're gonna have different stages, then there are basically two different ways how a lead can enter this funnel. He either sees a reel and enters your funnel, or he's gonna see an ad and enter your funnel from there. Now, what I want you to understand, very important, is when it comes to running ads, reels and ads interact with each other. So let's say he's gonna enter your ecosystem through content, okay? Through, let's say, an IG reel. So the first thing that the lead sees is a reel on Instagram. Then the next thing might be he sees another reel, reel 2. Then some days later he sees reel 3. Then he watches a story, okay. Then he maybe goes to your YouTube account because you've got it linked. YouTube, he's gonna DM your keyword, some DMs, okay. He's gonna watch another reel. And then what's going to happen is once the algorithm starts collecting data points about this lead and he's inside your system, the algorithm understands that this lead has interacted with your profile. So what we do, we either run broad campaigns or we run retargeting campaigns. Even when you go broad, this Meta is gonna automatically retarget leads who are in your ecosystem. So after he sees a reel and the algorithm understands that this lead is in your system, he's gonna see an ad and another ad, and he's gonna be more likely to see your ads because he's already interacted with your profile, and Meta optimizes for the cheapest cost per conversion. Obviously, leads who have already interacted with your profile are gonna be more likely to convert. So once he's inside your system, he's gonna be seeing more ads for cheaper costs. So your system interacts with each other, and what happens then is that lastly, when we think about, okay, what actually gets the lead over the line is something that we call direct response ads. So generally, you don't want to pitch in your content necessarily, right? You don't want to pitch in your content. That's why we have something like the direct response ads. So when he sees your content and he sees maybe some nurturing ads, some reels, some more nurturing ads, then we're gonna hit them, especially leads who have engaged with your profile, with direct response ads. So these are ads that have a CTA at the end, okay? So when you think about a direct response ad, a direct response ads targets them directly. We could even say something like, okay, so let's say you're an YouTube automation coach, and we could start the ad with something, okay, you and I both know that YouTube automation is one of the biggest business opportunities in 2026, especially in the age of AI, and so on and so forth. Then I want to dig in a bit into pain. You're researching, you haven't started yet, and we obviously know this because this lead is interacting with your profile a lot, so we know that he's researching, okay? Then we want to show him the solution, which could be our coaching program, a clear direction. We want to show him some proof, okay? And then we want to CTA him. And we want to have a profound CTA, which gets them to one of our funnels. So ideally, this is something like our VSL funnel, okay? So something like, so if you're done researching and you finally want to start taking action, then click the link, click learn more. This is going to take you to a page where you have a free training on how our program works and then how to get started with YouTube automation the best way, okay? And then he's going to get sent to your BSL funnel. And this lead is going to be way more likely to convert than cold traffic. So when we think about cold traffic, okay, and let's say this is our ecosystem, okay? This is our pie, and this is a cold pie, and this is a warm pie. Then let's say we're running a direct response ads. So out of the cold pie, we probably just gonna have a small fraction that is actually gonna convert, okay, because it's a completely cold audience. But when this here is a warm pie, we're gonna have a way bigger portion that is gonna convert from our direct response ads because they're already nurtured, they've already seen the results. And this is what you need to understand, that ads and reels actually interact with each other. So the more reels you post, the more leads are going to get nurtured, and the more direct response ads and nurturing ads you have, the more you nurture them and the more opportunities you have to get them off the line and off the fence. And the exact same thing happens vice versa. So our lead doesn't only enter our funnel through content, it also enters our funnel through an ad. So let's say he's going to enter a funnel with an ad, and then he's going to see a reel, a YouTube video, another ad, a direct response ad he maybe hasn't clicked yet, and then let's say he sees another reel where you gonna have something like a ManyChat automation, DM me the keyword, and so on, okay? And then he's gonna enter your DM funnel because he's DM'd your word, and the DM setter is gonna get him off the line. But this lead, as you can see over here, entered your funnel because of an ad. And here's exactly how you can take advantage of this in practice. So you want to post at least 3 to 5 times a day on Instagram, on YouTube Shorts, on wherever you're actually putting out content, okay, 3 to 5 times a day. And I will show you the exact content format that works pretty well for a client. So here's the exact format that's absolutely crushing for us right now. And that's not our client, but it's a competitor actually. Anyways, the format is the same. As you can see, it's just really raw yapping style. So this guy just has some text overlay over here. This is important. At the beginning, you want to have something like a text overlay hook. And this is just yapping to the camera, okay? Just yapping, you want to pick one topic per ad and then just yap. So basically you walking around, you walking outside, you in your chair, you sitting down and just filming yourself selfie style, really raw and yapping. We are running them as ads as well, but especially as content, they're easy to produce. You don't need specific high quality, high edited content. It doesn't convert that well anymore because what converts better is stuff that looks raw and authentic. Now, if you want some more high quality content, what I can highly advise you is doing this kind of podcast style ads. So as you can see over here, Daniel Fazio, or podcast style reels as well. They work extremely well. So again, as you can see, text overlay in the first 3 seconds. This is so casual. And then just filming yourself in a nice podcast studio with someone. You can even use a podcast you have uploaded on YouTube and run it as reels. Use stuff like Opus clips to clip it together. Great format. Also, what we see convert pretty well right now for organic is this kind of green screen ads. You just go to Instagram edits, you put a picture behind you, you start using the green screen function, and you can hammer out these reels and ads on autopilot. So yeah, you don't need crazy editors, you don't need crazy motion graphics. You can simply hammer out volume because that's what Meta is gonna reward. And obviously make sure your content is actually valuable or relates to your audience. Yeah, and here's exactly how the algo interaction between reels and ads actually works. So when you're Meta, what you can explicitly do here is I can create a custom audience for my Instagram profile, and I can select people who engage with this profile, who visited this profile, who engaged with any post or ad, who saved a post, who sent a message, who started following me. I can have them in here for 365 days, okay? And then I can create a custom audience. So I can name this Instagram retargeting. And what you can do then is you can run explicitly retargeting ads to people who have engaged with your profile, who have followed you. And this way you make sure that you direct response retargeting ads generally get a way cheaper cost and higher engagement because your audience is already warmed up. Yes, and then you want to keep posting 3 to 5 times a day. And what you want to do with your ads is you want to have 2 different campaigns. Okay, so campaign number 1, this one here, campaign A, is gonna be purely broad, okay? This one is just gonna go cold. So you just want cold leads. You want completely cold leads. And how do we get that? What we do is we do an audience exclusion. We exclude everyone who has IG and Facebook engagement. So everybody who's engaged with our ads is gonna get excluded by this audience. Okay, we want to exclude it explicitly. Why do we do this? Because generally completely cold leads, they convert differently. They need different direct response ads than warm leads, which is why we want to separate this. And ideally, we don't want to fatigue our entire warm audience. We want to keep building the warm audience on the side and run targeted ads towards them, okay? Which is why we're going to have something like a campaign B. On campaign B is basically our retargeting campaign. And in campaign B, we include, so let me make this like this, maybe. We include our Instagram and Facebook engagement explicitly. We only want leads who have engaged with our ads, with our profile, who have seen us before. And you can really get creative here. So what I generally like to do, I like to run a strategy where I'm gonna retarget every single lead who has watched at least 10 seconds of specific reels and ads. And reels where I think, okay, these are really nurturing, these are ads, reels that go viral, that are performing really well. These are very high production reels. I want to take all of them, put all of them in one audience. So you want to merge them together. And you want to build one retargeting audience, okay? And on top of that, you could include all your Instagram engagement. I don't like to do it. I like to do it more specifically with only leads who have engaged with these videos. Why? Because they're gonna be more warmed up. I want leads who are specifically watching these videos until the end. And then I'm gonna run this campaign B as a full direct response retargeting campaign, okay? And that's essentially how you separate warm and cold engagement from each other. So you make sure you can still grow your warm audience. You're not burning it with ads all the time, okay? And you're only explicitly retargeting it. Because I know a lot of people are worried about burning your audience with ads. No, you can obviously specifically control this in the meta ads manager. And yeah, that's exactly how the content, okay? That's exactly how the content paid, how the organic paid flywheel works, okay? By interacting nicely with each other. Now, if you want us guys to come in there and implement this entire organic and paid strategy for you, and obviously also have the conversion mechanism in place. The conversion mechanism, by the way, is your funnel, because that's obviously going to be the point where most of your leads are going to enter. If you want us to do this for you based on our experience of generating over $500,000 on Meta for our clients, more than $500,000, we're close to $600,000 right now in the last months, then feel free to reach out to me. It's simon.asman on Instagram or growinginfo.com to book in a free strategy call. If you like what you've seen, leave a subscribe, a like, share it with someone who needs some organic and paid strategies. And with that being said, guys, I see you soon on the next video with another massive banger. Take care.